button saying stop recording, so that I guess means we are recording right now.
Yes, we are live.
How are you doing, guys?
First minute.
Oh, funny.
You're already
going.
making fun of James.
Welcome to Hispanophiles Travel in Spain with only half a brain. The podcast led by three idiot foreigners living in Spain, learning all about the good, the bad and the ugly with a couple of laughs and hopefully a few thought-provoking moments. Guys, how are we?
Pretty good, I would say.
Yeah. I think it's a really nice combination of Scandinavian, English and Dutch. Still not too far away from each other.
You put three countries in me and then one in you and one in him.
Three countries in you?
Well,
That's a compliment, I think.
well, yeah.
Have you ever had three countries in you at the same? No.
James!
This is going to be classy one.
My bad. Couldn't help
Startled
myself.
Mystique.
It's been a stressful day, guys, work-wise, so I apologise. So, guys, what's been going on? What's new?
Well, new is that someone just bought a new water filter and then came back into the room with a vodka something.
I have not
Sure
showed you.
was.
These you can only get in one Alcampo store in Barcelona, and there's like, how many? 29
Oh my god.
Alcampo stores.
Flex.
And I've been to all of them, except
Yeah.
the one that I knew had it. Because I thought, why would they sell this product with their brand?
And
And
only
then-
in one branch, yeah.
Yeah, one, and it's like 30-minute walk.
I'm more of a
So-
Mercadona guy, but Alcampo's not bad.
Yeah.
But you can find them anywhere else in Spain, right? I mean,
Apparently not, just in this one store. So I bought 6, so I have for the next 6 months, and then we'll see where I am after that.
Very
Who
good.
knows?
Can I ask the obvious question?
Yeah. What's
How urgent is the water? Are you that thirsty?
you want to dilute your vodka with filtered water only?
First of all, I just change it at home, so it's just water anxiety that I have to know I have water all the time and clean water.
Water and clean water.
Yeah.
Is the opposite one dirty water? Is that what we're calling it now?
Yes.
Or okay.
Yes. But I also heard that it doesn't really help, so you still get all the shit in you from drinking even filter water, so I don't know what to do. Like, I don't want to carry 2 liters of water up my 7 stairs.
Yeah,
you?
that's why you have Globo. They deliver and they bring it all the way up. So you don't have an elevator then.
No,
Welcome
I
to
don't.
Spain. Nice.
Yeah, it's not that normal, I think.
Did you use the phrase water anxiety?
Yes!
I quite like that. Can we call it hydromania?
Hydrophobia.
Yes!
Hydrophobia.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Yes, this is cooler actually.
Okay.
Okay.
Hydromania, water
Makes you
phobia.
sound more snobby.
I always have water. And I learned from a TV show from a chef in Norway, Hellström. He said, you don't bring water, you look like a tourist. You drink before you go home, you walk to where you're going to go, and you have water there. And then you walk to the next place, and then you have water there.
That's basically what I do with
Seems
beers.
legit.
Yeah, that's what
Is
you do
this
with
normal?
beers. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you know me, for a little bit of information for the listeners, I only drink water. I'm on a diet at the moment. That's my current state.
But that
I
doesn't
guess.
have to be filtered.
Doesn't know. I'm all into the dirty water. I don't have hydromania.
this is a diet,
Hydrophobia.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only thing I can drink is water.
Yeah.
It can be flavoured water. That's allowed.
Yeah.
And I can't have any sweet things.
I have to say that this is what I have is also diet water. You can guess why it's diet water.
Half of it is water.
Do you know what else is in there?
Yes, because you told me.
Did I?
A
Yeah.
lemon.
Ah,
I will say, when
Yeah.
Mystique came into the
And
podcast
Coke.
booth, the question she asked was, so is vodka
Oh, yeah.
heavier than water?
that's true.
I guess we'll find out one way or the other.
Yeah.
So, what's new with you?
Yeah, well, hungover. That's not really new, but it's
Congratulations.
ongoing. It's ongoing. I needed to work this morning and the rest of the day. So yeah.
What do you do for a living, actually?
Oh, great question, Mystique. I'm a client success manager for a software company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I actually didn't know you had a normal job.
No, but you thought I
I
make
thought
a
you were a
living.
hobo. I thought you were here by accident, Silver.
How do you think I pay my rent and my dirty water?
So wait, you're telling me you actually have responsibilities? Is that what you mean?
Yes, yeah. Not many, but I have a few. Like showing up on time and
True.
clocking out not too early. These are pretty heavy responsibilities. Yeah.
Should we get on with the episode, guys? What are you saying?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So, episode 1 of Hispanophiles, we're going to start off by letting you, beautiful listeners, know a bit more about the amazing minds behind these amazing faces. That's right, it's Meet Your Hosts. I'm here with Silvano and Mystique. My name's James, and we're going to give a brief introduction so you know about all the people you're listening to right now.
Yeah,
So, contestant 1, what's your name?
First
Where
of
do you
all,
come from?
And how long have you been in Spain?
1 year and 4 months.
How's your Spanish?
My my Spanish, I would say, what is it? What are the levels? A1, so I'm maybe an A2. The book that I'm gonna read now, it's a crime. It's like a 50-page book. It's gonna be it's a A2 plus level.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Nice.
And I probably won't understand half of it, but this is how you have to start, you know?
Proud of you.
Yeah,
Let me know
thank
how
you.
it is.
I went here. I actually, I was never gonna come here.
Why?
First of all, and I've been here before 6 days with my friend. The vacation we had here was very, very fun. But the city I thought was not that beautiful, to be honest.
Oh, is it the smell?
No, it was more the chaotic.
Chaotic?
Chaotic.
Chaotico? Like the barrio? Barrio Chaotico, because it's very chaotic all the time. Welcome to Barrio Chaotico. 6 days and I'm confused. Okay, carry on.
I think because we ended up at all the tourist places-ish. I don't know. I just didn't see the beauty in it. I just feel like I was here and I was near Sagrada Familia and we were at the beach next to McDonald's. It was all like, I was not really, really here maybe in the city. I don't know. It was just not my favorite city.
But what did you do?
I love beach
Beside-
cities though.
So you went from the Sagrada Familia to the McDonald's next to the beach.
Yeah.
What else did you do?
We also went out in Plaza Real, you know, typical where all the tourists go.
Where, sorry?
Plaza Real.
Yeah, okay. And you didn't think that was beautiful?
You didn't like the little fountain in the middle?
Lads, Mystique's a hard one to please.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious me. You got to come with a good chat-up line.
Yeah.
Yes,
this one.
we have a pessimist, someone who doesn't like Spain in the podcast.
I didn't say Spain,
Barcelona.
but
McDonald's.
Barcelona.
So and then you decided to live here for a year and 4 months.
Yeah, but first, it was I was gonna go to New Zealand,
Okay.
but and I saved up money, like everything. I knew the city I was gonna go to, but then Corona came, of course, and then they closed their borders. By the time they opened it, I was too old to get in.
Because of the working holiday visa?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So that was a big bummer. I just thought, where else could I go? That's maybe a bit warmer would be nice than New Zealand, even though New Zealand would, of course, have been the best.
Yeah, a bit far away from home though.
Yeah, that's.
And you know that during Corona,
positive and negative.
almost everyone started a podcast, so we were a little late.
Oh.
Yeah, because you couldn't do anything else.
Yeah. No, then I don't know why I decided on Barcelona, because what I remembered was like it was not my favorite city. There were fun things to do. We had grilled octopus, which we love. Which
Good to
could
hear
be,
it.
That's one plus.
I share
And
that
do you know
interest.
how that's called in Spanish?
Pulpo.
Ah, well
Pulpo
done, well
la
done.
plancha.
Ah, A2 plus. Carry on.
And then I decided on here because I thought, okay, I'll learn Spanish. It's sunny, seafood.
And you hate the
Big
city.
win.
And I hate the city, but maybe that's a reason to go to see the beauty in things you see ugly.
Ah, okay, that's
Yeah.
very deep and philosophical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was time. It was actually New Zealand #1, Canada #2. That was the list, and then it became #3, Barcelona, which was not on the list.
Number 3, the magic number.
Yeah.
But also, if you have two things, is it really a list? Okay, one thing is by definition not a list. But two things is like the shortest list ever, so you can't call it a list. I think a list starts from 3.
Oh, what is
So
it?
Yeah.
I
The
just
options.
had two
Yeah.
options.
So I decided to go to Barcelona. It's close in case something happens around COVID now. Sunny, Spanish.
Catalan.
Catalan. Seafood.
Hot people.
Hot people. I also had this obstacle about I will have to live with people again, you know. I can't afford to come here and live by myself in the beginning. Oh, it was almost like I didn't move, to be honest, because I lived at home for 4 years in my own place. I was like, I don't want to live with people, but it's my only chance to go traveling is that I do that in the beginning.
Yeah, true,
Okay.
true. And you
Yeah.
get to meet people as well. I mean, did you meet any nice people? Flatmates?
Anybody you like at all in Barcelona Mystique, or is it, just a bunch of people you've met?
I hate them. No. Now, in the beginning, it was my
Sorry. Go on.
no, the woman that was in the apartment only knew Spanish. I didn't know anything. So she said something and I was panicking and smiling, and you get the weird face when you're trying to be nice but you don't understand anything. And you want to say something but there's nothing to say. Yeah. So this lasted for 7 weeks. Then I found another place near Sagrada Familia, both of these places. Live with a dog.
Okay, did the dog pay rent?
I guess not, because I paid more than half of that rent. But I got my own bathroom and my bedroom and an
Okay.
extra room. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's been 1 year, 4 months. You're still here. You're still enjoying it.
Yeah,
And now
yeah.
you're seeing the beauty of the city.
Now I like it. I had my friend here this weekend. She pointed out to me, look at that building. Look at that building. And I started to see buildings as well. I've been closing my eyes for almost a year. And then I
Hopefully not while driving.
Yeah, I mean, you get a big headache if you miss a building here and there. That's why you said you're blue and you're green. Yeah, because you're bruised all over and walking into buildings.
Yeah, now I like it. Now I also live alone, which is where I enjoy my life. I have some plants that I have to take care of, responsibilities. Half of them are dry.
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay because they're cactuses.
Are you talking about plants
Cacti.
or plants? Plants, right?
Cacti.
Not plants, okay, yeah.
Plants, yeah, and one flower, but it's dry.
So I will ask you the thing you like in 1 year, 4 months, the thing you've liked the most about Barcelona, and the thing you like the least about the city.
Yeah, what was first?
The thing you like the most about the city.
Buildings.
Can I say one? Yeah. No.
Octopus.
One El Campo out of 29.
Yeah. That's very cheap water filter. Only €1.80. Lasts for a month.
Is that your answer?
No. The best thing, I mean, the unlimited, what's it called? Unlimited shellfish.
Yes.
Grilled
Ah,
shellfish.
There we go.
Nice.
Hands together on that one.
Yes.
Okay. So good seafood.
Good
That's your favourite thing
seafood.
about city.
Let's
Something
say that.
you would improve. Something
Ooh, I
you
have
don't
one.
jibe too well with.
Yes. People's walking pattern. Yeah. It will annoy me every day.
Same.
And
Especially in Barrio Cautico.
yeah.
I always walk through that area and full of tourists, and then people just stop right in front of you. You walk into them, and then you
Yes.
get really annoyed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many tourists in this
Too many
city.
tourists, but maybe I also try to think like, okay, maybe it's not just about the people. Maybe the government has something responsibility here to make the streets bigger, and to refuse so many tourists.
Yeah, it is
Ooh.
easy to make a street bigger because you just have to take one building and put it a little bit to the back, and then another building a little bit to the back.
But if you just take away some buildings, people will have to leave. Less people, bigger roads.
Yeah, okay, but come on, you cannot take away buildings in Gotico. Also, you cannot take away buildings that are owned by people. This
Yeah.
is something that you're gonna need to deal with in the rest of your life, Mystique.
I'd rather
And you're
walk
walking
into tourists
patterns.
than a tyrannical government
Yeah.
taking away my beautiful house. But
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah. I have a lot to say on that. But,
I'm with you on the tourist part.
Yeah. If everyone walked in one line in a fast pace, the tourist,
Now we're
everyone
talking.
could be accepted.
Now we're talking.
Everyone.
So, a speed limit for walking.
at least like 2 lines. Speed,
Yeah, minimum
uh,
speed.
Yeah,
slow.
minimum speed limit for walking.
Yes.
Very good. Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Should we do your 2 truths and 1 lie?
Yeah.
Should we go for it? Let's go.
Let me
I
just
actually
check my
don't have
notes.
to choose someone live, but
Well, then you've got about 20 minutes to think of something, Sylv.
I'm thinking about it right now.
I'm gonna say 3 things. 1 of them is false. 2 of them are right.
I'm ready.
I got B in Spanish in high school. I saw Gerard Piqué at Mercadona in Sant Gervasi. Spain is the 4th country I've lived in.
Spain is not the 4th country you've lived in. It's either the 3rd or the 5th.
Is that what you're going to go with?
Yeah, 100%. She saw
Okay.
Piqué because it's in San Gervasi, which is very specific.
Oh,
And the first one was that you got a B in Spanish, which is correct, and this makes it even funnier because now she sucks.
now you see.
You haven't heard my Spanish actually. Well, and that's because maybe it's,
A2 plus, yeah. If
yeah,
you were good at
that's the
Spanish, I would have heard
evidence.
your Spanish.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay.
I'm going to go with the first one. I think you didn't study Spanish at school. And I've heard Mystique Spanish when she's drunk and speaking deliberately with an American accent.
Yes! I know.
Do you want to give us a rendition of your American tourist in Spain?
Yeah, this is actually my friend's. He made this language, so it will be. He's gonna be mad now that I'm gonna take it from him.
Well, give him a shout out. We're going to send it to him either way.
Hola.
Don't stop there. Keep it going.
Yeah, please don't stop.
Yeah.
Hablar. Quiero hablar con mi amigo. Tres bien. No, that's French.
You did not get a B in Spanish. That's what I'm sticking to right now.
Yeah.
Mistake, I think.
Wait.
Please,
there's-
give-
Okay.
The answer, please.
The lie is number 2. I saw Gerard
For
Piqué
real?
at Mercadona in Sant Gervasi. I did not.
You haven't seen him there, no?
Nope.
Hmm.
I thought, okay, what are the 3 or celebrities that live here? Where do they live? He lives in that area, so I thought this is very good research.
But he
That
doesn't
lie?
live in that area, actually. He lives closer to the airport where all Barcelona players
Yeah.
live. And that's why I should have known, because what is he going to do in San
Yeah.
Gervasi? Because, no offense to people who live there, but it's not really PK standards.
I
And he
researched
doesn't go to
this.
Mercadona himself. He only goes to strip clubs by himself.
But maybe if he needs, I mean, he's obviously with his new girl and needed to pick up her tampons. It's very classic, this one.
Okay, yeah, because that's what new girls always ask for when they have a new boyfriend, if you can make a tampon run.
Yes, why not?
Oh, no, no one ever asked me to get a tampon.
Oh.
This is very normal. Silvano.
She was in a rush, then she asked him to pick them up for him.
It's almost like you do
Fabulous.
stand-up comedy. or
Almost
something.
like I do stand-up comedy, but I haven't done it for a few months. But there we go. Very good. Round of applause for Mystique.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Don't you want to know a bit more of my
Oh.
truths?
Go ahead, please. do.
So I did get a B. I was actually good. That means that you can study something while it lasts and be good at it, and then forget everything, which is what happened. And this is my 4th country, and then the first country is where I was born. Yes.
And the other 2?
The other 2 is San Diego in the States and Sydney in Australia.
The Sunny Seaside Trio. Right there.
Alright, then in your defense, I can imagine that Barcelona wasn't that mind-blowing for someone who comes from the Netherlands or from the UK. You've been in San Diego and in Sydney. Okay.
Yeah, Sydney beats all of them, I have to say.
Thank you, Mystique. Good job. Round of applause again,
Yeah.
because it feels like something we should be doing. Okay. You up next, big boy?
You go up next.
All right.
Then I'll go for a smoke break. Ladies and gentlemen, don't smoke, then let your children smoke. And then I'll be back with my part of why I'm here and where I'm going.
Very good.
Oh, that's very good voice that you have.
I actually did the nerdy thing of preparing 3 pages worth of notes, because that's how anal I am about organising things. So if you forgive me,
Can we ask questions in between, or do we need to wait?
you
until
can
finish?
ask questions, that's fine. Growing up, I was always interested in the wider world and different countries, different peoples, all the rest of it, different religions. kind of very naturally, without meaning to pursue it for any other goal rather than just learning about people. And both my parents were not from where I grew up, my hometown. One from the Midlands, one from Lincolnshire. Anyone not familiar, Hull is a port city industrial place on the east coast of England. So I because my parents were not from that region, I always grew up thinking it was normal to leave your hometown and go somewhere else, and kind of the combination of wanting to learn about the world and that, belief that's what you're supposed to do led me to think, okay, then maybe I should move abroad sometime, maybe that's, something that I would benefit from. And I always grew up thinking that's what I would do. And as a kid, I thought that country would be the Netherlands, purely because I liked Cypress Hill.
Okay,
and they always talked about
nice.
marijuana, and I knew that was legal in the Netherlands. So as a 12-year-old, that's what I thought my life plan would look like.
What is Cypress Hill?
Cypress Hill is an American rap group
Oh.
who,
Rap mostly about consuming marijuana.
greener than this room.
Like a
And
stoner hip hop crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You listen to that, I guess.
I did, yeah, when I grew up. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
a big stoner as well. There's a lot about Marley, a lot of all this stuff.
Shout out to Cypress Hill, big friends of the podcast. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. And then at school, I
Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain.
Ah!
I had to
Okay.
do that now. Okay, Malik. Google it when you get home.
So at school, I started to learn languages, you kind of do, and just 1-2 hours a week. But I kind of realised I was good at it, and those languages were German and Spanish. And I kept studying them at 14, 15, 16, on to college. And really found it was something I enjoyed doing. And I realised there was something I was good at. And I always saw the actual value in learning a language. Like for me, doing my homework, it wasn't a chore. Like I never saw it as like an academic thing. I always enjoyed being able to listen to a foreign pop song or read a news article and,
What type
getting
of
something
foreign
out
pop
of it,
song would that be? Something Eurovision related?
Oh, yes, it was.
no, don't say that word. Don't say that word.
You're the worst
No, my taste...
99 Luftballons.
That's in my
probably that one,
Spotify
yes.
liked songs. No, I do have a German rap playlist on my Spotify, and one of my favourite Spanish-speaking groups of all time that really helped me learn Spanish is called Melanova. They are a Mexican pop group from Guadalajara, the second largest city in Mexico. I went on holiday to Mexico when I was 16 and discovered them through their version of MTV, which is called Telehit, or something similar. Very simple lyrics, very accessible language, and that was great. Yeah, so I always enjoyed learning foreign languages, Spanish, German. I saw the human value in it. That kind of explains why I live abroad, but not why Spain. And when I was in what we call sixth form in the UK, which is like our version of college, I had the great luck of having language teachers who really...
Inspired you?
Yeah, they did. And one in particular was called Marco Colepio. Mr. Colepio was his name. He was the head of the language department at that time in my school, and he was one of my teachers. And in some lessons, some Spanish lessons, we'd be sat there and he'd be telling us his stories as a 22-year-old or something with a backpack going around Andalusia and the Basque Country and Catalonia and all the things he saw, and the things he told us, they really inspired me, as you said, Sylv. And I kind of realised this country that I've been to with my parents, on holiday, that's very close to where I am, has so much diversity culturally inside it, and such rich history that I think a lot of Brits are just not aware of. Like when Brits think of Spain or kind of the Spanish culture, they tend to think of what Malaga province is,
Like you mean like an Irish pub?
That's not what I mean. That's Badio Caotico, I think you're thinking of. But
I
no,
do have a question about that because to me there's so many English people here. I mean, there are many English people here.
There are.
They take over Primavera, for example, which also mean they will travel from England to here to just be there. But there are also many English people living here.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's about it's over a million. I think we can do another episode about that. And
Yeah,
look into it, but,
I want to know
All
why.
of them.
Why?
You want to know all of them?
Yeah.
English
All-
tourism,
yeah.
tourist industry in
all
Spain.
of their
That's a good episode.
stories, actually.
But yeah, so I think Brits tend to think of what Malaga province represents culturally. Sangria, flamenco music, bullfighting, beautiful beaches. But so much of Spain isn't that, but it still is culturally rich. And kind of from those lessons, sat listening to Mr. Colepio, I really, in that moment, thought, I want to know this place as much as possible. I really want to see all of Spain and just, become an expert like he was. And really know my shit and talk about it in that kind of way. So,
And now you do.
Well, that's why when I graduated, I knew I would come to live at Spain at some point because I really wanted to just, and I still do want to know everything, visit every place, every province, every city. So that's why I went to Germany first. When I graduated, because I'm so damn stubborn.
You wanted to become punctual before you moved to Spain.
Precisely, I needed to get my
Very
work
good.
ethic together before I came and chilled for a bit, But no, I went to go. I did part of my Erasmus was in Berlin. For 6 months, I worked there as an intern for a company that you both will know, but I won't mention. And then for 5 months, I went to a little town in central Andalusia called Martos, a town of 24,000 people. As a 21-year-old, and I knew after 5 months every street, every bar, every person who ever worked in every bar.
Every girl.
Not every girl. Guys, I'll put it bluntly, I was terrible. Not that I'm any good with women now, but
Yeah, but you're
I-
so exotic looking.
I
Blonde,
appreciate that. Bum chin,
tall.
nice bum. But that was So I went back to Berlin to work there. I lived there for just under 4 years to use my German and to kind of get to make the most of what I'd spent so much time and money studying. With the knowledge that I'd always come back to Spain. What I had not anticipated or had not counted on was Brexit. So I lived in Berlin from the summer of 2013, and I eventually moved away in April 2017. Obviously, 2016 was the Brexit vote, and I don't want to be too political, but I think if you're listening to this, you can understand it was within my interests to remain an EU citizen, so I voted Remain. If anyone voted Leave or I don't give a shit how you voted, quite frankly, but I think you can understand, my interests and where they lay. That happened. I found myself not enjoying work. I found myself a bit disenfranchised with Berlin. Stopped enjoying it so much, and thought, okay, I need to get away and kind of move on a little bit because maybe time is ticking here and how quickly I can have to do my life. I did the cliche travel thing 1 year with a backpack around Asia and the Pacific with my savings. Got back to the UK in May 2018 with the single thought, okay, now I have to get to Spain. But I didn't really have a plan so much. I didn't know what industry, what type of profession. Marketing is what I do professionally, but I didn't really want to go back to what I was doing in the same role in Spain. So I was a bit lost. So I was kind of living in the UK, working a couple of part-time jobs while sort of waiting for the answer to come to me and applying for things sporadically here and there in Spain.
But your Spanish was good, like fluent.
Fluent is a subjective question, but yeah, I would say my Spanish
Yeah,
is already
like
fluent.
you could get a Spanish job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had interviews in Spanish,
Yeah.
precisely. And one of the part-time jobs I got while living back at home was with, we'll give them a shout-out, Ambiente Tapas. Yorkshire and the East Riding's premier Spanish dining and tapas restaurant for all you lovely people out there looking for something tasty to eat in the northeast of England. Give them a try. I worked in the Humber Street Hull restaurant. Absolutely fantastic. Now, it's not an ad. I think you've got to say that nowadays online, but it sounded like it. I got a job there as just front of the house, waiting staff, that sort of thing. And those guys were really, really good to me. They can understand I wasn't there forever. It was something to tie myself over, but I really tried very hard. I enjoyed the food and the drinks, and they, I was the one they came to if they needed, somebody to cover more hours, And it was a Spanish restaurant, but also a sherry bar. Now,
Now
Sherry
we're getting
good?
to the good stuff.
there we go. We've
I
discussed
don't
sherry.
remember what it tastes like.
Alcohol.
Sweet.
Some of it is. Some of it is
They're
completely
very
dry.
dry sherry.
It's
as well.
very, very
Yeah.
diverse. We will have an episode on sherry, and I will bring in some of you to try it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll really enjoy it.
Oh
But
yeah. Fast forward to that episode.
to-
Yeah. We can do an episode about vodka also.
Yeah, but don't
Spanish
think I'm
vodka.
gonna be sharing. I'm gonna drink it all by myself.
You won't be sharing. No, to summarise, sherry is fortified wine that only comes from a specific geographic region in the southwest of Spain. And I, having lived in
Basically, it's English champagne.
basically English champagne, yeah, essentially. The English have a lot to do with its emergence as a culinary and gastronomic category, I guess you could say. But I kind of became their go-to salesman, advisor, whatever you want to call it, in the restaurant. So much so that when we had new hires, new staff, I was the one who taught them how to taste it, how to understand it, how to sell it, all the rest of it. And eventually, I went on a trip to Jerez de la Frontera, which is the city where these drinks mostly come from. Loved it, and I thought, okay, that's my plan. That's what I want to do. To get back to Spain, I want to come and work for a sherry bodega. That was the plan. So I started applying for stuff. At the same time, from that summer, I realised I wasn't hearing very well. I went to doctors a few times. What's going on? Can you see anything? And I had, every month or so, a meeting with the GP. Try this spray. Try and doing this, whatever. Okay. Eventually, I got recommended to an ENT specialist, and I had an appointment on the 24th of December 2018. And the guy looked in straight away and said, "Oh, you've got a polyp growing on side of your eardrum."
What is
now,
that?
a polyp. I didn't know what it was before. Do you know, Sylv?
Yeah, I know it's a polyp on your vocal cords as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think of it as like an internal wart. So it's just a little growth of skin. And it's not a dangerous thing. But where it was, it had decided to impact my eardrum and disease my mid-ear canal and some of my ear bones. So the guy was like, the doctor said to me, "James, this isn't going to kill you, but if you don't treat this, it will take away your ability to hear out of your left ear." Yeah, so that's kind of why I had to stay around the UK so long, between the summer of 2018 and 2019. It was in my interest to stay and have the NHS, God bless them, deal with my problems with my ear, while I was working a hospitality job for a Spanish restaurant, while desperately trying to get to Spain. And that was a frustrating part of my life, because I knew the clock was ticking on Brexit. Eventually, I would lose the right to live and work in Spain, but not knowing, because again, it's not a quick process. Because it's not life-threatening illness. It wasn't like next week come in, we'll get it sorted. I was on a waiting list for months and months and months. Come April 2019, and I was really getting quite anxious. I went to the doctor and without an appointment said, "Listen, what's going on? Like, can you tell me when I'm going to get this done? Because I'm running out of time for my wider plans." And they said, "Oh, you didn't get the message? No, it's the 20th of May. I thought, "Oh, okay, great." So, and I went a bit like the mad. I guess my pragmatism broke down a little bit, and I just booked a one-way flight, quit my job. I went to Seville, Hostess, and Cadiz, that area, to try and get a job somewhere working with sherry. And literally, as a 28-year-old, I did what 14-year-olds do. I printed out a bunch of CVs. I went to each of these bodegas and say, "Yo, what's up? My name is James. I've got a great background in marketing, but I want to work for your businesses." And I was in the southwest of Spain for about 5 weeks trying to do that, before I eventually flew back 2 days before for my surgery. I had a couple of interviews, one offer for a poor sales job, but it kind of felt like failure. So I flew back on the 18th of May to an empty house. My parents were on vacation, to starve myself the day before surgery. And then I went to the hospital a bit scared, alone, completely hungry, and that was, quite a fragile moment for me. I wasn't really sure how I'm going to get to where I am, but had the surgery. They did a great job, and all of a sudden, I told you I'd been applying sporadically for jobs. People started to respond a lot more. People responded, and I had a lot more interviews. And eventually, I got a job working for, I won't say the name, but a private language school in Seville that offers classes, like immersive language classes, to people coming to Spain. I was their marketing guy, effectively.
Nice.
So September 2019, moved to Seville to be close to Hostess, and because I love that part of the world. If you've not been to Seville, listener, you should go. That should be the next place you go for vacation. And working with this company, enjoying it, but it, of course, being a company that depends on people coming to Spain. Therefore, in February 2020, when all these strange stories of this disease from China started hitting the European news, when the first confirmed cases came at the end of February, I think, this company lost all their business that summer, and they really depended on it. So in about 2 weeks, they went from kind of full bookings during the summer to like no students are coming this year. So the company put us into furlough. Before the borders closed, I made a drastic move and flew back to the UK, and I was kind of there from end of March until July 2020. Again, kind of feeling like it took so long to get this job in Spain, and now the universe has just punched me straight in the chest, and I'm back where I was, and that sucked, So yeah, the first wave ended. I eventually flew back to Seville on the 1st of July, and inevitably lost my job in September because they couldn't. The director's like, "James, it's nothing personal, but
Yeah.
my contract ended. They couldn't keep me on. Fine, guys, no problem. And that gave me a 4-month window to find a job somewhere in Spain, to get a contract. And I think I applied for about 120 different positions. And I got an offer with a company that we used to work for, that we will not name because they're all different.
You worked with all of your friends that I met, actually. You worked with them.
A lot of them. This one, definitely.
Yes.
Have you guys worked together ever?
Not yet. We're working now.
Nope.
This is the hustle, Sylv.
What do you mean, noob?
Nope. No, I'm not.
Oh, I carry on.
That's it. Yeah, on the 18th of December, 13 days before I lost EU citizenship, that's when I got the offer. So, and it was here, in this wonderful city, Barcelona. I flew on the 6th of January, got everything sorted. Eventually, finally got my paperwork for my Spanish residency, and here we are today. I'm living in this country I want to live in, with a bunch of good
you want
friends.
to live in, or
No, it won't be Barcelona forever.
no?
But listen.
Sevilla, you think?
It depends.
Only in winters.
Yes.
I would love to go back to Sevilla. It depends on how things go with my different artistic endeavors, writing, podcasting, whatever it may be. Also, let's, say I eventually meet a beautiful woman who wants to share a life with me. It depends.
You will.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening, well, let's say ladies and gentlemen, but this is only for the ladies. James Bouverie is looking for you. Do you want to live somewhere in Spain, which does not have to be Barcelona? Please call 555-5555.
That was a public service announcement right there. Thank you very much, Sylv, on behalf of
Of the
every
team.
desperate woman.
We forgot to say we're dealing with a middle-aged man. He has some habits it's hard to change, but he's very helpful when it comes to bringing ice to your flat.
And he only drinks around 6 months a year.
He is on these 1-month project that can seem very boring, but to me, very interesting.
Christ, do you want to throw me any other bones, guys? He only hears out of one ear, His haircut's a bit...
No, I'm also on a diet these days. I'm introducing myself to keto diet.
It's a ketamine diet.
Ketamine diet.
Ketamine diet and filtered water.
It's so healthy for you.
The skinny, as we refer to it in
Skinny
the
bitches we all will be after season 2.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's my story. How I'm here, why I'm here, and what I may or may not be doing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good,
You were light on
James.
questions. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Well, it was a detailed
It was.
story.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. I didn't know you had the problems with your ear. That was new to me.
You've seen the photo of me in the hospital gown, though.
Yeah. Oh, was that because of your ear?
That's the one. Yeah, I'm not showing. I'm not showing.
I thought you were doing
that.
plastic surgery on your ass.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's out there.
Because it was.
Now that you're trying to find me a girlfriend, you can at least tell them that I've got a nice bum, right?
Yeah, actually. But how long was this?
Actually, Jesus Christ, mate, you've never seen a peach like it. Goodness gracious me.
No, but I will say
You enjoyed it?
that it was. It's a firm, round shape. Apple.
Stop it, guys.
Apple bottom jeans.
With the fur, with the fur.
Okay, I have got 2 truths and a lie, but I don't know where I've written them down.
You probably have like 5 truths and several lies, and I still have
I'm not that
nothing.
much of a narcissist. You've got nothing. Well, you're gonna have a cigarette break, and then we're gonna come back.
Oh, that's for sure, yes.
We're
And
gonna do
I'll
it.
have some stories to tell, but maybe not 2 truths and a lie.
All right. Well, I think I can
Maybe
remember.
maybe 1 truth or there.
I think I can remember
let's
them.
see.
Number 1. A former flatmate here in Barcelona gave me my first tattoo. Number 2. I became the legal custodian of a dog by accident here.
What is legal? What? No,
Owner.
legal.
Owner of a dog.
Guardian.
Custodian.
By no, not stolen.
No, what did you
An
say? Legal.
accidental owner of a dog
thought
for
you
about
said-
4 hours.
Okay.
here in
I thought you
Spain.
said something else. Yeah.
And number 3, one of my drinking buddies is a man I met through a job interview process who offered me a job that I turned down. What could it be, or what could it be?
Actually, I feel
So,
like the last one
We've got
I've heard.
tattoo,
Yeah.
we've got dog ownership by accident,
Yeah.
and we've got best pals with the guy who I turned down a job from.
I'm going to tattoo as
Yeah, me too, because I've never seen you with a tattoo.
I know you have a tattoo, but it seems too generic. The other
And you
two.
said the first tattoo, which means there are others.
You've seen my ass, but you've not seen my tattoos.
I haven't seen anything else on your ass and your face.
Okay, well, I've got no
That's pretty
facial
bad.
or
That's not
arsehole
bad at all,
tattoos.
The
Well done,
English
guys. It's this tattoo, but I got it done by a flatmate in Berlin,
accent.
not Barcelona.
There you
And
go.
this is your
Little
only tattoo?
lie.
No, it's not my only tattoo. I've got this one as well. Get your tats out
I've
for
never
the lads.
seen you on the beach. That's
The
why.
whole city logo on his calf.
Would you like to? Do you want a sick break?
Yeah,
Okay.
smoke break, toilet break, beer break, break, dance.
So, I think it's your go, mate.
Yeah, of course. How did I end up in Spain? When it was 2014, I moved from the Netherlands to Dublin, Ireland, the capital of Ireland. And my friends say my Irish accent really sucks, so I'm not going to continue. And there, the majority of my group of friends, they were all Spanish. And I started dating some Spanish girls here and there, and then I traveled to Spain every once in a while. But actually, the first time I went to Spain was in 2011, Champions League final, Barcelona against Man United. They were playing at Wembley, but I moved here with a friend of mine. Oh, sorry, we went here with a friend of mine because he was dropping me off with his car one day, and then it was like 4 o'clock at night. I was pretty drunk. And then, without looking, I just opened the passenger door, and then a cyclist rode straight into the door. While he had like a crate of beer on his steer, so the beer flew in the sky. The door was damaged, and the guy was damaged even more than the door. So I needed to. I wanted to make it up to him. So I said, "Listen, I got us tickets to go to Barcelona to watch the Champions League game on Plaza Catalunya, which is a nice thing because they had big screens and we were both Barcelona Football Club fans. But I needed to pay damages for the door. But my friend is so nice that he didn't accept my." Me giving him money, so then I bought the tickets to go here.
Okay.
And that was my first time coming to Barcelona, and then I always loved Barcelona Football Club. I knew this city had a beach and had great climate and the Spanish lifestyle, and everyone was wearing a Barcelona jersey, Barcelona t-shirt, and the game was gonna be on, so that was so nice to be here.
Yeah.
So we were here, and his first idea was, let's get a 70 centiliter bottle of Jack Daniels.
No.
We arrived at 11, and we already had one at the airport.
Yes.
And then, so we got ourselves 2 half-liter Coca-Cola bottles, and then half and half Jack Daniels and Coca-Cola, and started wandering the streets, doing
classic.
La Rambla, going to the Columbus, just to walk around, and Barceloneta until the game starts, which was at 9 at the time, I think, or maybe 8:30. Champions League final, right? So okay, cool. But the
Very good.
ball is pretty quickly
Wait,
gone.
this was your first time here, or when you moved here?
No, my first time
was
here,
the first visit?
2011.
Yes. Okay. So you already knew about the city. You knew.
No. It's just that I liked Barcelona Football Club, and that's why I wanted to be here to experience the Champions League final with all the people from Catalonia and Barcelona supporters.
And you'd rather then you could just move here and you could have it almost every day in a way.
I
t-shirts
am
and-
currently living here. That's a pretty big jump to fast forward to the end of my story. If you want me to just say, and now I live here,
I
ladies
thought
and
you had
gentlemen.
nothing more to
that's
say.
yeah.
I thought you were like ending it. Yeah.
No. This is the
Okay.
very
This was the
thing.
first part.
Yeah, but no, this is the first bottle of Jack Daniels. So
Oh.
around 4 o'clock, second bottle of Jack Daniels, and then you get like this blackout drunk that you don't really remember where you are and what you're doing. My friend went to go to find the bathroom, and you have to know that there were like millions of people in the city wanting to watch the game on all the screens. So I lost him, and at some point I didn't know where I was either, and I need to go back to the hotel, hoping he was there, and then we couldn't go back into Barrio Gótico because there were student riots at the time, and the police was even there with guns with rubber bullets shooting at the people that were demonstrating, the students. So you couldn't enter Barrio Gótico. I finally entered around 5, found my friend there. He sprained his ankle, so he couldn't walk normally anymore. Then we needed to go back to the airport within like 2 hours or so. And then we went to the airport and I forgot my passport at the balcony of the hotel. So then I needed to get like an emergency passport. He f***ed up his ankle. And that was my first experience with Barcelona. Slept at the airport, came back totally destroyed. And then I'm thinking, I want to do this more often.
Yeah.
So, before we come to your next visit to Barcelona, how many hours in total was that?
That was around 24 hours.
24 hours, very good. Okay.
That was just a quick trip to catch a game.
Hangover part 3.
And you didn't. Was it better to get the emergency passport than going back getting the passport?
No, but I didn't know that I left my passport at the balcony of the hotel. 1 week later, I got a Facebook message by a stranger saying, "Hey, I work at this hotel and we found your passport."
Okay.
And then he shipped it back to me.
Nice.
Wow.
Which was really nice, yeah.
Nice people.
The most trusting person in Barcelona I think you could have ever met.
There you go, there you go. So that was really nice.
So they're not all bad.
So I'm living in Dublin and all my friends are Spanish and I'm dating some Spanish girls here and there. And then I decided to, a friend of mine had a house next to Malaga, Alaurín de la Torre. It's a really small place. And he had a flat there and he said, whenever you want to go, just take the keys and you go. So I went there for 2 weeks by myself to learn Spanish. But spoiler alert, here comes another alcohol story. I liked and I still like drinking whiskey, and I also like to pretend that I'm cool sometimes.
You are cool.
At least someone.
Still.
I wouldn't say at least someone does, but
Yeah.
At the airport, my gate, my Ryanair flight to Malaga was next to the bar. So I could like literally see people waiting, then I can see them queuing, and when the last person is ready to board, I just take 10 steps and then I can board. So in the meantime, I can drink. So I said to the bartender, I said, there was Jameson at the time, I grew up. I said, Jameson please, and keep him coming. So every time my Jameson is empty, like they do in the movies, right? And then boom, without you even noticing, you have a new drink. That went really well. I had a lot of them. So at the airplane, what I remember is that I was flirting with the air hostess way too much.
I know where this is gonna end.
And then and then again I had this blackout moment, right? Last thing I remember is buying a perfume that didn't smell nice at all, but I just wanted to have a reason to chat with her.
are you sure it was perfume?
You know, on board,
Wasn't
you
dog
know,
food.
Ryanair comes with scratch cards. They come with overpriced bocadillos, and
Yeah.
then they also say we have a selection of perfumes.
Oh, you
Oh,
bought
you
the
bought it
perfume in the
there.
On the
plane.
plane,
Sorry,
yeah.
okay.
What? How
I
much
thought
money
you meant
do
at
you
the
have?
bar.
Well, I mean, it's not
5
that
whiskeys
expensive.
before you go in. Do you know how many?
Yeah, well, it's definitely more than 5.
10.
And like I said, I had this blackout moment,
Yeah.
right? And before I left, I packed my suitcase with all my favorite football jerseys. I bought some new clothes because I was not used to going to the beach, and I don't have shorts and stuff. And then I had this blackout moment, and then I was landing in Malaga, and I needed to travel to Alaurín. A friend of a friend was supposed to pick me up. I packed all my nice stuff, new clothes, and then, you know, you probably never had it. When you get blackout drunk, you like miss a whole gap in your memory. The next thing I remember is waking up in front of a police station in Alaurín by myself without my suitcase, which means from the moment that I bought the perfume and then I snapped, to the next moment that I literally wake up, I'm standing outside of a police station in Alaurín, which is a really small village, in front of a parked car, and I thought my suitcase was inside, so I tried to open the car and I couldn't, and then I was like, what the where am I? And then I didn't speak Spanish, and I went back into the police station, and they don't speak any English, and they're like, blah, 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 go away. And then I lost my suitcase, lost my dignity, but I did have my wallet, my phone, and in the inside pocket of my blazer, a perfume
Yes,
that did
there we
not smell
go.
really well, yes.
Very
Oh, I
good.
was beginning to panic there, Sil.
I think my theory is that you hit on this flight attendant. They threw you out from the airplane, and you ended up straight in front of the police station.
No, but the police station is like 100 kilometers from Malaga. Alaurín is 100 kilometers more or less from Malaga. No, okay, no, it's 25 kilometers. But still, how do you get from the airport to Alaurín? How?
But they can kick you out in the air. You fall down, you know?
Yeah, I think I would have remembered that one though. So
When you woke up.
yeah, then there I was.
Interesting.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't perfume, maybe it was chloroform.
Oh.
No, but I didn't use
Accidentally
it.
drugged
I
yourself.
didn't use it.
Oh, this smells funny. Oh, God.
Yeah, that,
Whoa,
yeah.
where the hell am I? What police station is
Yeah.
this? Why is
They
this
sell
car
it to only the creepy
eating
guys.
my suitcase?
Yeah, but it is more plausible than the truth, I'm afraid. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I barely find my way back to this apartment that my friend had, and like asking directions and all because apparently the police station was close by to where I needed to stay. Slept for a couple hours, and then I needed to go back to Malaga City to buy some clothes. But first I was like, "Fuck, it's way too hot. I'm gonna go to the beach." And I wasn't drinking really straight because I was probably still a little drunk. So I went straight to the beach, took off all my clothes, just took a quick little skinny dip. And then I walked out and realized I don't even have a towel. So I just stood there waiting to dry, smoking a cigarette, only wearing my boxers in Spain. So I was thinking like, okay, this
life.
this life, this country, this
Best
life.
life.
So yeah, I spent there 2 weeks talking to the locals. My Spanish improved rapidly,
Good.
really, really fast, and I had a good time. But yeah, all my favorite football shirts were in that suitcase. My favorite cap. I bought new clothes. I don't know. Some person is really happy with all that stuff.
I guess that you were drunk and then you forgot that you had a suitcase and you just walked out of the airport, right?
No, because I went back to the airport the next day and I was asking if the Ryanair found anything. It wasn't there.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know what the soccer jerseys were.
Well, obviously the Barcelona one,
Yep.
the one that I wore in 2011
Yep.
for my first visit. Netherlands, the country
Netherlands
jersey.
national team, okay.
National team. There was a AC Milan jersey.
Okay.
There was a PSV jersey, PSV
Gotta be,
Eindhoven,
yeah.
where I'm from, ladies and gentlemen. If you
looking
ever
for
want to
some.
make me happy, bring me something from PSV Eindhoven. Yeah, and all kinds of other new clothes and stuff.
No Hull.
No, I
City.
haven't met you at that time, but if someone would give me a whole city T-shirt, I would accept it graciously. Then I was dating a Spanish girl. Then we went to Barcelona.
Still living in Dublin?
Still living in Dublin. I lived in Dublin for almost 7 years, and on and off I would go to Spain because my Spanish improved and I got better and I
Hell yeah.
liked it a lot. And I like what's it called? Like the octopus? What's it called again?
I don't know, but I know somebody who does.
Pulpa.
Pulpo.
Oh, no, it's a female.
You got
So yeah, and then COVID hit, and all my friends slowly started to move back to Spain because in Dublin you couldn't do anything, and they missed, and the same did I. After so many years of a different climate and different food, we're like, listen, they were all moving one by one. They're moving back to Spain, and then I decided to follow my friend group. I think 7 or 8 of my friends moved here before me, and then
That's perfect. That's very good.
yeah, and then I came here, and then I already had a group of friends, and I had people helping me with whatever I needed, and
Oh, then I would for sure move here.
yeah,
If all my
yeah.
friends moved to a country that had a beach.
No spoilers, no spoilers.
No.
No. And now I live here.
No!
Yes.
No!
Yeah, and that's my story.
And how long have you been here now?
I've been here now for 2 years and a couple of months.
Very good. Very good.
Also pretty fresh.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, fresh enough to still like enjoy seeing buildings, Mystique, but not so fresh anymore that I think it's funny that they're tourists or like when I can't pass people on the Rambla or by the Gótico because there are too many of them.
Yeah.
And I currently live in the neighborhood that's called El Raval, which is a really peculiar place. No, it has a lot of ups, but it also has some.
More downs than ups, but the ups are way stronger because there's so many downs.
Well, this is what my question was going to be. I asked you, Mystique, what your
I forgot
the
to ask you.
That's okay. That's no problem.
Yep.
The thing you like about Barcelona, the thing you don't like so much. I'll ask you, Sylv. What's the major thing where you think, oh, this is amazing about this place that you didn't know before, and what's the thing now living here you think, this sucks?
Well, the thing I like most is that I have a really, really good group of friends here. That's really nice. Also because I moved here, my friends were already here, and you make new friends, and you lose some on the way as well. Besides that, I mean, it has my favorite football club, and it has a beach. and they're not too very far apart. Barcelona for me is a big city. That's also a small city. It's just big enough. It's just small enough. What I don't like is the tourists. The smell of pee, as in other people's pee that pee on the streets.
Yeah, can you stop doing that, please, Mystique?
Yeah. Also, you need to stop peeing when it comes naturally. Don't stop halfway because you want to stop.
Then
No,
you can.
No.
You have to finish or.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I
There's
what I-
more pee in
Tourists and the
Raval, I
smell of
think.
pee.
Yeah, and criminality as well. Yeah,
Yes.
Raval as well. But the nice thing is that people who pee in Raval often do not eat asparagus very often. Else that would make it worse, you know. And that's it. That's my story. Now I'm here. Now I'm doing a podcast in the
Hell
Comedy
yeah.
Clubhouse, ladies and gentlemen.
This is your home.
1,000 views in the first week.
I see the
Yeah.
viewers
Yeah.
already. Yeah. Oh, one more viewer. We lost 2.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
then that's just
You
not a
guys
live-
rock,
this
says
is not a
Simon
live
83.
feed.
Thank you, Simon. You rock too.
Simon.
But have you got your True Truths one lie?
I don't, so you're gonna have to wait for the next episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nah, come on. This
Yeah,
is
now you
Hispanophiles. It has to
stop
be
it.
in Spanish style. You have to say in your best Spanish accent.
Hola. Adios.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you very much for listening, guys. This has been Hispanophiles Travel in Spain with only half a brain. I've been James,
I've been Mystique.
And I'm Silvano.
and we'll see you for episode 2 very, very soon.
With smoother voices. than ever.
Adios.